Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. Righty. Oh, let me just get onto my channel feed here so I can find the actual the stream so we can see what's going on. Oh, yes, it appears we are live. Hey. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at Velocity Keyboard by Blue Mango, which is a MPE Midi controller. Okay, so I'm just going to skip this ad so I can see the stream. Okay. Oh, hello. So, 14 watching now. Hello, everybody. Yes. So here we go. This is very cool indeed. So this is a new MPE MIDI controller. Hi, Spider. Excuse me. Still suffering I am. This is a new MPE MIDI controller from Blue Mango. You know, the people who brought us iFretless. Now, I have a couple of these set up, and I'll show you kind of the things you can do. You'll see I have an iFretless bass here, and I have a Jubal flute here. And so this stream won't be as long as, like, it won't be an hour. It'll be like, so it's basically to show you the app and what you can do with it kind of thing. So after the stream is finished, I'll put a link in the description for the actual keyboard. But I think you'll be very impressed. Yes. So, you know me, I'm not like the biggest MIDI router in the world. But you guys, some of you guys are, and you will actually be able to see exactly what you can do with this as I start to run through its features and stuff like that. So it'll all make sense. It'll all be cool beans. So what this does brilliantly well. Hi, Stan Freeman's here. What this does brilliantly well is velocity. That's what I call Velocity Keyboard. I've never played an on-screen MIDI controller that has the incredible velocity control that this has. So now Jubal flute's a long one to start on. I've set that up to show you something else as well. So I shall close that down and open up iFretless here. Can you hear that? Okay. So this is going to be quite quiet at the moment. Okay. So you can see. And of course, it's MPE, so any app that it's attached to that supports MPE is going to be. Blinking control is amazing. But of course, it does a lot more than this. A bit like GeoShred interface. Well, the thing is, you can set the interface up any way you like. That's the very cool thing about Velocity Keyboard, and I'll go through all that stuff shortly. You can literally set the keyboard up to do anything, and the keyboard behaves super intelligently. Right, now, what I'm going to do now is bring in Jubal flute here. Jubal flute. And you'll hear Jubal flute now because they're both routed to the same one here. Don't worry about that one for a moment. Jubal flute and iFretless are both routed to this Velocity Keyboard. Okay, so that's easy peasy. Velocity Keyboard 2.1, which is this one here. And then Jubal flute goes to 2.1 as well, which is that one there. And now you'll hear both. So I'll turn iFretless down so that's not getting in the way. But watch what happens. This also responds to aftertouch as well. And I have the aftertouch in Jubal flute here in the settings. I have the reverb amount set to CC02. So this is what I was saying. For all you guys who know your CCs, you're going to absolutely love Velocity Keyboard. It's going to be brilliant for you. Now, like I said, I don't do that much kind of MIDI stuff, so, you know, you have to kind of bear with me. But I've set this because I can easily set in the Embertone apps, the CCs and stuff. I can easily set. So I've set reverb amount to CC2. And in Velocity Keyboard here, if we open up our little settings, you can see that we have, I'll go through all this in the main app. So, okay. Yeah, a bit of focus or something. Yeah. 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 You're brilliant. I'm not going to do it. I'll get copyright for a minute. Right. So let's scroll down the interface here, right? And then you can see the MIDI format. You have different MIDI formats. Excuse me, just one sec. Oh, I had the day off yesterday trying to recover from this blinking thing. But it's digging in. It's digging in there. Right. Okay. So here we go. So scrolling down here, you can have pitch to slide. Now, Jubal flute doesn't respond to MPs, doesn't need to. It's a flute. But here we go. You see MIDI CC controls, touch radius. Now that touch radius is what Hans told me, who the developers. That's what Apple call after touch radius. And you have the range. Now it's much better on an iPhone because they have 3D touch, but obviously iPads don't have that. Well, this one doesn't anyway. So you'll see that I have my touch radius set to CC02. So theoretically, when I increase the pressure, well, actually what it does is it senses the more actual contact that your skin is making with the app. So see, how brilliant is that? Hey. Now, of course, you can assign that CC to any, as long as you know your CC, you can assign it to cutoff, filter frequencies, filter envelopes, anything you like. And I'll show you something else in a bit as well. So now that, how cool is that? I think that's brilliant. And you have knob controllers here that you can also assign. Right, so we've done that. We know that we can assign our CCs and stuff like that, and then we could bring our fretless back in. Sorry, I could do. Yeah, no, but I'll tell you what, this High the Art We Breathe. What's brilliant is, which I will show you very shortly, is you can change this keyboard layout, the screen layout, to anything you want, and it's hyper intelligent the way it tries to fit it into the screen. You know, it straight away it'll just refresh to whatever you're setting, and it will always try to put what you need in there straight away. So anyway, there you go. Very cool. And you have your basic octave controls there. Now, moving on to the next one I have this BS16 set up here. And here it is for this. And in BS16, I have a preset called Full Orchestra, which is a multi-velocity layered sample. Okay. So this is the kind of insanely cool stuff you can do with Velocity keyboard. So we can open this out, right? And it's just going to fit it to the screen. But it's so clever when it's in like your other kind of keyboard modes. So what you can also do is you can kind of play different things MPE style if the app that you're controlling will let you. Like, for instance, you can control BS16 like you would a MPE control. So like, it's very, very cool. But what's super cool is the way, you know, when you do it some MPE controllers or something like that, you start on your C and then it'll jump back to C, or it'll try and find the next note kind of thing. Listen to this. No matter how fast or how slow you move, right? And it let me just on the thing. Now this gets really brilliant, right? Because I've now set up let's go an octave up because it's better. I've now this. I've put. We can go in here, and here are the velocity sensings. Okay, so you can see I've got MIDI velocity output range pretty much full on. And then the velocity curve response is pretty high, and so is the velocity touch force sensitivity. This is where you can set up for your kind of style of belting the keyboard, okay? So check this out. Excuse me. So you can go nuts putting all these different orchestral instruments in and just going crazy. And of course you could just run another synth into that as well. So you could set up another BS16 for another orchestral instrument, run that into it as well. The thing's brilliant. It's brilliant. Now I'm not saying there aren't other MPE MIDI controllers out there, but the sensitivity of the thing is absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to clear this one out. Okay, so we'll open another one. And actually, what I'll do, it works in standalone as well. Okay, but so you can see it. I want to show you around the keyboard. So it's not hooked up to anything. It doesn't need to be for this bit, right? Now the keyboard is super sci-fi, and it's very cool. Now it's like I said, just let me clean the screen there. Okay, so if we go into our settings here, here's our preset settings, and you can see we have MPE bass, MPE guitar, like this, MPE keyboard, like that, or you can go MPE poly keys, MPE legato strings, legato keys. Well, let's stick on keys, okay? So what you have got there is 3 full octaves, right? You've got three full octaves of keys. Well, actually, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got more. You've got slightly more. So if you look, you've got down here, you've got 3 rows. Okay, well, let's have 6 rows. But you see, it intelligently fits. It intelligently fits to the screen. And it does that while it's in AUv3 mode as well. So we could have, like, let's see. I mean, you'd be nuts, wouldn't you? But you can have up to 8 rows. All right. But on a like a Pro, something, a 12.9 Pro, just, do you know what I mean? That's just brilliant. It's super clever. And not only that, if you want to, you'll fit it into landscape as well. If like you're sitting on, you want to use it in portrait mode, that's it. Let's go back to landscape mode like that. And it's brilliant. It resets. Let me stick my on level now. Okay. I do love Blue Man Goose apps. I get on really well with Hans. He's a top guy, but he's a clever geezer. And his developers are really cool as well. Right, so look at this. Look, watch. We've got 8 rows. We've got 24 columns. Okay, so let's go say, well, 8 rows is a bit more, so let's have 2 rows. Oh, okay. But we've got 7 columns, okay? So let's see, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so what I want, well, say I just want a great big long, well, one more columns. Let's enter the column mode and go, well, let's have, oh dear, let's have 25 columns. Oh, it's crashed out on me, but if I set this to, I mean, it's a brand new app. There's going to be a few little bits and pieces. But let's see how many columns I can get away with doing like 14. Oh, what it's going to do is I've got 2 rows now, 14. So let's do 1 row of, let's try 15. So what we've got now there is a longer keyboard, but it's all still fitting into the screen. Say don't pick 25. No, you know what though? Hans knows there's a couple of little bugs in that because there always is, and they'll be fixed instantly, right? You know. And what else have we got now? So let's go back to something like 3 rows so you can see what's going on. Let's go back to 7, like this. And actually, let's go to 8 because if I was playing this, I'd want the other C here sort of thing. So that's cool. So you can just easily, sorry, not on that, we can't easily do that. We'll just put it on 8. And now we've got another C here. So we've got C here and a C here. So now we've got octaves. Oh, I forgot to show you the sustain and the thing. The sustain's epic. I'll show you the sustain in a sec. I'll go back and open that other what's up. Now, you've also got, let's looking down here, you see. Now, you've got your scaling and you've got all these different scales you can choose from. But you see, you've still got the keyboard on screen, but it just highlights the notes that you need. Okay. So I think I've gone through basically most of the now you also have, so I did the touch radius thing. You also have Y coordinate response for the key. That's your Y coordinate like this. So if you set up a CC whatever, a CC number for this, then you can control, say, like vibrato, or do you know what I mean? Anything like that. And then you can assign like the 4 knob controls along the top there. But for me, it's the blinking touch sensitivity thing. So now we've had a quick look at the actual interface of the app so you can see it. I'm going to try and reload that last patch. Where are we? I want to show you the what's it called? The thing. What's it called? It's sustain. This is sustain. It's just epic. So I'm going to go back to let's see, what was it? Is it? Can I? Let's try limit the strings. Yeah, I'll have that one. So. And I'm going to make some more adjustments because I've changed some settings now. I'm going to move take that up an octave. It's better for BS16. It's a great patch though in BS16. Right. Well, this is a pretty good one, and I don't think the price is outrageous, you know. Anyway, here is this. If you've got a patch like this, if you hold sustain, right, and just how brilliant that! I love that. Now, I'm not saying sustain's a new thing. It's not. I just wanted to show you it because I like it. Nice that you can still play the pads while the menu is. Oh yeah, you can set up. That's important, isn't it? Because listen, I've got very little. You got to set it up for your playing style, you know what I mean? Now, because of decreasing the actual MIDI velocity range, pardon me, no matter how hard I hit it, I'm not going to get the timpanis until I bring that upper range back in, the harder velocity range. Now, okay, so I've showed you that now, so I should clear that now. And I've showed you the actual keyboard as well. Let me have a look. I'm sure I've set something else up too to show you. Yeah, so it's all about knowing. It does. No. It does. Let me just show you about supporting 3D touch. I can't show you because my phone is what is filming this. But let me just open this file here. And I've got one down here that says VL keyboard Zeon. So let me just open that. Right, here we are. I'm back again. Now, let me see. The same thing again. To set it up, you open up and you root, like it's got, I don't need that going to the keyboard neither, Velocity keyboard. And then this will be playing, gosh, that's loud. This will be playing Zeon. Now, someone was saying about the Velocity at 3D touch. I don't know if you can see, but you see, here's the touch radius, which is this thing here, and then which I shall set up, and then there's the 3D touch control here. 3D touch control here, but it's grayed out on this because it's not available on this iPad. Right, so let's change this to CC2. Now I'm going to set up a better keyboard arrangement for this. I think I want to set up do I want MPE? Don't really make any difference. But I'll have an MPE keyboard, and I'll have one row, and I'll have it over. I'll go 20. No, 2 octaves maybe. So maybe 12. That could be enough for what I want to do. Yeah. So in this one, let's have a look what we've got going on. I'm gonna set this again quite high. Now this is Zeon, and Zeon is super brilliant for using with this keyboard. I'll show you why in a sec. So slightly hitting harder, and then if I I'm going to go into Zeon now and set up, like, go to aftertouch to filter cutoff, because aftertouch in breath, and then filter cutoff raw. And then if I go back to that, and that was we know that this is CC2, and that's set at CC1. Don't forget, it'll change when you change the preset up the top, so you've got to keep your eye on what you're doing. So now, theoretically, my aftertouch will control the actual filter cutoff. So depending on how much skin I can get on, and then there's the how cool's that? Very nice, very nice. Top job, cool beans, top bananas. Velocity keyboard. Let me have a toke on my vape. Right, so there you go, guys. I didn't want to be going on too long because obviously it really is a demo for the app, and I wanted to, but I love the feedback I get. You know, if we do something and it sounds like, I can have a look at it with Volt, yeah. But I tell you what, I did. I'm like I said, I'm not the most brilliant setter up of MIDI, and I really have to go because I'm still suffering. But let me just quickly see if it at least connects to Volt. I don't see why it shouldn't. Well, let me do the search. Volt. Here we go, and we route Volt to. Oops, no, KB1. So that's going to be loud, is it? So it should be right. That's okay. That's great. Okay, so Volt MPE, awesome. That worked. Let me have a look. Let me see. Let me choose some sort of. I don't know. I don't know. What's this bunch of saws? Let me see. Let's leave that open, eh? So what we've got here. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if Volt responds to velocity and stuff. I really don't know, to be honest with you, but oh hey. But like I said, what's cool, I mean, is you could run other synths now. I had a good thing going earlier, which was quite weird. With I had I'll see if I can do it with Volt. I don't think it'll make a lot of sense with Volt, but I opened up another. I'll search for the BS16. I opened up another BS16, and what I did was just set it on standard drums like this. Must watch the volume in BS16. It can be really. What's it? Right. Okay. And what I did then is obviously I'll route that to there as well. So we're controlling both Volt and. Right. I don't know. Oh gosh, yeah, Volt is, but Volt. I find Volt really. I love the sounds, but yeah, it is with this is with Volt. Let me go up here. So now we should get. Turn Volt down a little bit. We should get. Right. So here's the velocity thing works brilliantly with. What's it? Velocity sensitivity. Of course, you might want to adjust the volumes to suit. And of course, you might want a better setting in Volt, a better maybe not so much. I find this really hard to see as well. Oh, it's a bit better. You might not. I don't know. I'll just go with a different sound. I can't see it anyway. Let's see what that sounds like. It is good fun, isn't it? I think it's great. I like it. I do. And again, like I said, anytime you want, you can just go in. Important thing to remember: if you choose like I don't know, poly strings, so you get that kind of effect. And you need to set your MPE up kind of thing. You might need to make some adjustments then to your. Oh yeah, and you've got some different kind of, you've got keyboard or you've got strings layout. That's kind of what will happen. It'll change, be a preset. but at least you could set it up yourself. You might then need to change some velocity settings, etc., etc. Your controller might want to be on, like, see, theoretically, if there was a controller assigned to CC number 1 on volt, that should add in the extra aftertouch, should do the job. Anyway, I am going to go because I'm starting to feel pants. Mitch. Oh, Mitch, you're coming just at the end. But listen, if you like it, go and purchase it. Like I said, I'll stick a link in. Support your independent developers and. Epic stuff. Thank you very, 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 very much, everyone, for joining me. If you haven't already struck that like, please strike the like. Catch you later. Yeah, I shall be back to normal functionality in a day or so. I think I just need to get rid of this cold. Right. Brilliant. And everybody, oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for watching. And if you're watching this later, don't forget to hit the live chat. You know, I should have said that at the beginning. Subscribe to the channel. Consider becoming a patron and all that stuff as well. Listen, guys, I really, really did want to show you this. I think it came out this morning, and I was talking to Hans, and I just said to him, I said, this is just great. I'm going to do a live stream for this. And I was going to have a day off, you know, another one. Anyway, listen, brilliant. Awesome, top job, cool beans. Velocity keyboard, okay, by Blue Mango. And I love the different options you get. I love the fact that it kind of instantly rescales to however you have it set. You know, I think that's great. I think a lot of work's gone into it, and I think it deserves some attention. Brilliant. I will see you guys later.